everybody, Simon here. I'm so excited because this tool, the 5 accelerants, is one of the most powerful tools. We are using it right now in our crisis, in this economic crisis following the pandemic, to reshape our strategy, to make everything much sharper, to cut the costs where they can be cut and should be cut, and to double down and to invest heavily into the core that needs to be, doubled and massively gaining market shares where the core is. So the 5 accelerants is a very simple but super effective exercise to find your core. And the core is where you double down, and all the rest, this is what you let go. So, for example, in a crisis, when you think, okay, I have to cut 30% of my costs or even 40%, where do I cut? You cut them everywhere except the 5 accelerants. And it is the funny thing about this tool is, and why I love it, it is about doing less. It is nothing new that you do or on top. It's really just what can you reduce? What can you subtract? It's really about subtracting. And that's the power of it. So you will have much less activities, much more focus, and so much more impact after this, because the things you're doing less, you will improve every week, so they will get better and better and better and better. You will learn more and more about what your customers really need and really want, and you will learn a lot about if you are really delivering it and how you can improve it, because you will ask for it. And so it will get better and better every week. And if you do your core work every week, if you do yoga or CrossFit or whatever, you strengthen your core, you know that you will feel better every week and that your body will be stronger every week. You're building up muscles, and this is the business equivalent of it. So this is the business core training. So let's get into it. It's 5 things. It's about simplifying to 1 need, 1 avatar, 1 offer, 1 price, 1 channel. What do I mean by that? You are offering many things, and more ideas every week come up of what you can do to help your avatars, the people you serve, get better and better at what they do, solve problems, and create value for them. Now, over the years, you have a whole set of services and products, but you cannot have an excellent product if you are doing many things at once. So this is the focusing exercise. Come up with 1 need, 1 avatar, 1 offer, 1 price, 1 sales channel. Then go out there, test it in form of the minimum viable way. It can be a 1-pager, it can be a small video, whatever. It can be a small survey, that's what we like to do. And then you get out there, you test it 5 times, and you validate or you invalidate the hypothesis about these 5 things. And that's how you move forward week by week. But let's now deep dive into every single one. 1 need. You might have seen that the way we market changed over the last weeks. The main need we were focusing on was freedom. So there's the freedom Facebook group and there's the freedom challenge, etc. Everything was on this 1 basic need, which is freedom. So think of the basic needs that your segment has. What is the basic emotion, the basic need behind it? And pick 1. For example, we went from having freedom as the basic emotion to having more revenue, more cash as a basic. It's really about security, securing and protecting, and safety. So it's a very different need, right? So pick 1 need and then go with this need out there and test it. we usually do a Facebook ad with a very low budget, 100 euros, and it goes out there just for 3 days. And we test 4 or 5 videos with 4 or 5 different emotions, and then we see which one of these needs gets more traction. After 3 days, we stop them and we find the winning one. And when we have the winning one, we have the need. Next thing is one avatar. The design thinkers call it personas. It's about being very precise about who do you serve? Who is this for? For example, if you are an event coordinator and you say, yeah, I do it for the aviation industry. That's a very broad set of personas. So who in the aviation industry? Who exactly? And the 5 levels segmentation is try to find 5 differences. So 5 niches. For example, you target only people in organizations with more than 100 people who are in Europe, who do not have a VP of marketing and therefore want digital agencies like yours to cater to them, and they all are triathletes. That would be a very specific 5-level segmentation. So start with your persona, with your avatar, and then differentiate 5 times until they get really unique. That's one avatar. And then you describe the avatar. If you need our templates, go to the avatar video and the avatar templates, and it's easier to start. And this really describe your avatar with the 5-level segmentation. Then you know exactly who you are catering to, and it's so precise that they will know, oh, he's speaking to me. And that's very important to create this first connection. Ah, it's me who you're speaking to. Seth Godin says, find the others. It's about finding the others. Oh, that's the other. Oh, hello, here I am. Hey.
The highest calling right now is to be of service. So the best sales is to not sell at all, but instead to serve the people you care about. Selling is telling. So who do you serve? And how do you serve them? The quality of this experience makes the difference. If you want our experts to go over your current sales funnel and really dive into the experience and the needs of your clients at each conversion point and make it a wow experience, then you are in luck because we have an exercise for you. Our 15-minute sales audit and one-on-one coaching with a world-class sprint coach. Fill out a couple of questions about your sales funnel and you will have clarity. In your personalized coaching session, you will get clarity on your number 1 bottleneck, 3 ideas on how to accelerate your growth, and a tangible sales map on how to double your conversions. Go to strategysprints.com/sales and do our 15-minute free sales audit today.
Then you go to the offer. Over years, you might have a whole range of services and offers that you offer, and it may even be that every project starts from new again and that it really feels like hustling, so reduce the amount of things that you do. And one way to reduce it is to carve out your existing uniqueness, so becoming less vanilla and more of your flavor, who you really are, and go out with that flavor and be proud of it and make it very clear that this is your flavor and there is no other way of getting this flavor than in connecting with you. So, one example. You think about the buying criteria. So when a client buys your services or products, what are they really buying? What are the buying criteria behind their buying? For example, we have here speed, implementation, price, tools. So when somebody is buying our stuff, what are they really buying? They are buying speed because alone they need 13 months to have a go-to-market strategy, but with the strategy sprints team, they can do it in a couple weeks. So speed, implementation, because when they're alone, they can do 500 different things and don't know where to start. So we help them with focus and with a coach that helps implementing, etc., etc. What are the people really buying? And then what are they evaluating regarding your competition? The price. Can they get this same thing cheaper somewhere? And what else is the reason why they buy? Write down 8 to 10 buying criteria, like we did here, and then pick only 1 or 2 or max 3 where you are going to be number 1. And all the rest, you let it go. You let competition roll with it. With this exercise, you make sure that you are absolutely unique. So you are not vanilla anymore. And this uniqueness, people who work with you, they have no other chance of getting it somewhere else, because this is your uniqueness. And it's true, because you are unique. So carve it out, make it clear for yourself, for your team, and make it clear for your clients. For example, we have community here, and many people say when they see this, they say, but Simon, you are the community guys. You have such a great sprinters community. And we say, yeah, maybe, but we are not number 1. Number 1 communities, they are really 2 levels above. We have a very nice and healthy and creative community. Yes, we love it. But we are not the world's number 1 in community of entrepreneurs. There are better communities. So if you go for there, we are not the right spot. If this is your buying criteria, then go to other people. This is very good exercise, and it's hard emotionally to say, okay, we are not the best at that, but you will have 1 or 2 or 3 things where you are the best, you are number 1, and this will give you confidence. And this makes the whole thing also much more authentic, because now you are selling what you're best at, and other people are doing what they are best at. That's a unique offer. So create one offer around your uniqueness and pick of all the offerings that you have, one that fits most to your uniqueness. Then there is the pricing thing. One price. How can you improve your price? You can go from charging per hour to charging per value, which is you are not charging for time anymore. Right now, many people who were having their teams and their people directly at the client's place for, let's say, 8 hours a day, now they are charging for online work, which can be done in 1 hour. And now they say, but I cannot charge 8 hours anymore. That's true, you cannot charge 8 hours, but you can charge even more if you make explicit and if you measure with your client what the value is. If you charge per value, you can charge a multiple of what you would charge per hour, and they don't pay anyways for time. They pay for something that they need for a real value. So talk directly value and charge per value. That's the one thing. If you need help, go to the pricing guide. You will find your right price. There is a video and there is the template there. Charge at the end of the month is what many people do, especially agencies right now. You can go to a monthly retainer to make it more a stable cash flow. But even better is if you can jump directly to charging upfront. So if you charge per value and charge upfront and say that's the price, that's the best thing you can do. You say, okay, my offering is I help you double your revenue. My product is tailored consulting. The price is 42,000 euro. What you get, many hundred thousands, because you will double what you are currently doing. Now you see that time is out of the equation. Nobody will talk time. They will just talk, okay, how can you do it? Can you really do it? Show me where you did it. And does it really fit to my context? But now you are only talking value, and that's where you want to be. So one price. And if you need help, go on and take the video and the template there. And now you put it all on one page or a small video and something tangible, the minimum viable product. So you have now your one need, one avatar, one offer, one price. You put it all on one and you go out and test it 5 times. Now, where should you test it? We say test it in one channel. Why? Because we want you to measure once a week, track every day, measure with your team once a week, and talk about this data once a week, take a decision what to improve, and then go the next week, test it again, and the improved version, learn again, and then improve again. That's the sprint cycle of 7 days. And this is why, if you have limited resources, do it just for one channel, because then you can make it really better, because you put in more work, you put in more attention, and you have more data to measure. That's why start with one. How can you know which is it? Because you might have a great traction on LinkedIn, on Facebook, with webinars, with podcasts, and in personal networks. So which one to pick? Go to our template, Focus, Simplify, Growth. Put in all your current channels, and this will help you rank and find the number one. And then this week with number one, you go out and test 5 times. What do you test? Let's summarize. You test the need, the avatar, the offer, and the price. And you will get a feedback, a lot of feedback, because if you do only one, you can do many hundreds of interactions per day. So depending on how many people you are. And you will get a lot of information after a couple of days, and from that you will improve it and improve it and improve it. The goal is to validate that you are on the right need, you are serving the right people with the right offer. And to do that, do these 5 accelerants, put them on one page, test them 5 times, and then go out there in this channel and inform, and get people to interact, to a discovery call, to jump on the phone with you, and then to buy the smallest possible service and product that you offer, and from there make them happy and improve every week. Hope this was helpful. Go, start it, and keep rolling. Bye bye.